Oof. Rough way to start your day. Today's been a weird one. I didn't even vlog today, at least through my work portion of my day. Obviously, my day's not over yet. It's 3 p.m. Yeah, I didn't even listen to podcasts this morning. I just kind of was in my own head, deep in thought. Actually, was playing around with AI, bouncing some ideas off of it. October is when the farmers market starts back up, but they decided to do something different this year. They're not going to have it in the grass in the center. They're actually going to block off the streets, and they're going to have the farmers market in the street all the way around the square, leaving the grass open. For what, I don't know, other than maybe they don't want the foot traffic. They don't want the grass to be ruined by people's equipment and whatnot. I'm not sure. But they put outlets in at every tree. Every tree has an outlet now, on both sides. So it's like they designed it for the farmers market, and then someone decided, never mind, we don't want the farmers market actually in the grass. So we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. Maybe they have other plans for the grass during the farmers market to leave it open for people to sit and chill and bring blankets, right? I decided to pack my laptop in the backpack, my headphones, and head over to a coffee shop, grab a latte or a cold brew, and sit down and actually hash out some stuff, both continuing the conversation with AI, but also brought my notepad and pen to write down some ideas. And I don't know, pen and paper. I've been thinking a lot about it, kind of flesh some things out, some ideas on pen and paper, so we'll see. Scratch that. I forgot this coffee shop closes at 3 o'clock. They're just a morning, afternoon coffee shop. They close at 3 and that's it. Even right now during the summer, which is kind of weird. You feel like they open later during summer hours, but I guess with the opening of the other coffee shop, they feel like they don't need to. So we're gonna walk to the other complex and have a coffee in the new coffee shop. We have 2 now. Looks like the ride shop finally got their sign up officially. And the Asian bistro and sushi place that's been literally having the coming soon sign got their sign up as well, but I don't know how close they are to actually being open. Hello there.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, going home.
Wow. How are you? All right, so we're here at DeGino Coffee Bar. Hopefully the music's not too loud. And got the full setup. I got the laptop connected to my hotspot, not the Wi-Fi. I've got my Moleskine with a nice pen. We've got the camera set up on the tripod. I got myself a salted caramel cold brew, which though I don't know if it's actually cold brew, it's just coffee that they just set to the side. I don't really know if they have a cold brew system, but it's quite tasty. It's been a really long time since I've sat at a coffee shop on my laptop, but Sierra's over there right now with a friend, and they're watching some TV show, so letting them do the girl thing, and I just wanted to change the environment more than anything else. This is kind of what I talked about a couple weeks ago when I said I was going to change up my routine, was that do things that I wouldn't normally do. Like normally I would just go home. Normally I'd just sit in my office. Normally I'd be sitting in the living room. Today, we're at a coffee shop. That was exactly what I wanted, exactly what I was looking for, exactly what I needed. Good coffee, listening to some good music, enjoying the ambience and the vibe of a coffee shop while I just put my head down and actually crank on some work. And for me, it was literally the entire time talking to an AI chat bot, AI coach, if you want to call it that. That's basically what it is. vidIQ's AI coach. And I kept the same conversation going, and at one point I even said, go back through this conversation and tell me what you learned, or tell me what you recommend for me after all this information I just gave you. Because we kept going back and forth. I'd ask it a question, it'd give me some feedback. I'd research the feedback that it gave me, and I was like, no, you're missing this, you're missing it. Here's some more information, here's some more information. I kept feeding it. Now, the one thing that I worry about with ChatGPT and all these AI bots, it's like, if you keep telling it it's wrong, you can eventually get it to say what you want it to say. And I know that a lot of people do that, like with Grok on X. They'll prompt it. They don't like the answer it gives it, so it keeps drilling it until it gives the answer, almost like an interrogation, right? You keep pressuring the person until they say that they did something, even though they originally said they didn't do it. That's kind of how I felt. Hey, what do you recommend? Blah blah blah, and they'd be like this, and I'm like, that's totally off. That's not what I was looking for. That's not the vibe I'm looking for. This is why, and then I tell it why. Like, I don't think that's not the kind of channel I'm looking for because of X, Y, and Z. And they're like, oh, you're right. Your channel is more like this. So here's another recommendation. And I'm like, okay, that's cool, except, I do long form. This is a short form channel. And they're like, you're right. You're looking for long form. And so I had to kind of keep drilling it, which I worry, like I said, I worry that I have to prompt it too much to get it to I don't want it to say what I want it to say. I guess I need to get more information so that it knows what I mean. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense to me. Interesting. There used to be like this archway, almost like the front of a gazebo right here, in front of this bench, and they took it down. I wonder what happened to it. Ooh, two roadrunners. First time I've ever seen two at one time. I always joke that it's always the same roadrunner I always see. I see two at the exact same time right now. Sorry, they ran off into the bushes. Can't see them. I cannot explain to you how excited I am for the temperatures to start dropping. I've been looking forward to this fall more than any fall ever because of the vlogs. Because I cannot wait to start getting outside and walking around and exploring and traveling. Just even here, just in the state. Like, I'm not even talking about leaving the state. I'm talking about just, like old school IRL streams. When Tiff and I used to take a backpack and do live streams, we would just go to random cities and towns. I want to start doing that again with the vlog. And I've already started making a list of things. And Tiff and I started to do that a little bit at the beginning of the year. We got that Arizona Explorer card thing where you'd scratch it off and go do an activity. We went to Ajo and a couple other little towns that we'd never been to. A couple places we had been to but did things we had never done before, like down in Tempe, did the bike path, that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff I can't wait to start doing. And even just enjoying my neighborhood to the fullest extent, right? There's so many walking paths like this one here that I'd love to walk on because of the desert, that it's just, the temperature needs to drop just about 10 degrees for it to be completely enjoyable from start to finish. And I just can't wait for that. The hiking, those mountains right there are calling my name, man. Those trails are like, come on back, let's go. I'm like, we're almost there. I'm so excited. One of the things that I was actually talking to the chat bot about was like adventures and things that I can do that will work well for my audience, for the channel, with the blending of the family, right? So one kid's moved out, one kid still lives at home, but it's on the verge of moving out, kind of entering that empty nest stage of our lives. But yet, the kids and even Tiffany, for that matter, aren't really the focal point of the vlogs, right? It's me, it's my adventures, my daily adventures. And I'm trying to be more, like I said, more intentional with the vlogs, thinking more ahead. And I told the chat this, but I said, I don't plan my days. I don't plan my content. I don't plan my videos, right? Like, it is 100% spontaneous. This is my day. I'm going about my day. And, oh, look at this rock. Look at this rock. This rock is X, Y, and Z. Like that's, and I told the chat that. I said, that's my kind of content. So what can I do? What do you recommend that I do to make better content with that in mind? and it spit out some examples. It spit out some great ideas, and I love it. So I use this program called Notion. My buddy Chuck recommended it to me a couple years ago. Of all the ones he's recommended to me, Notion's been the one that I've enjoyed the most and used the most. And I have a YouTube page that has subpages, and so I copied all of the chat today and made separate pages inside a AI coach page under the YouTube, so it's like subpages, right? So I've got all that documented and broken up, and now I've got notes. First I started writing down the notes, and I shit you not, I wrote down 3 things, and I said, screw this. Like, this is why I don't write. This is why I don't journal. This is why I don't write. Like, I don't do it enough for my handwriting sucks, and my hand starts to hurt a little bit. I'm like, I'd rather just type. Plus, with the chat, I can just copy and paste. So copy and paste, categorized it and organized it in Notion, and I'm happy. I'm happy with the results. So I'm leaving this conversation, this AI conversation, with a sense of confidence, with a sense of purpose, with somewhat of a plan. It's telling me to keep doing this, do a little more of that, try to do some of this, and that's the thing. The cool part is that the more uploads I give it, the more you interact with the vlogs, the more data it has to continue to refine its recommendations to me. So, thank you. Tiffany had a buy one get one free at Chipotle, but she didn't want Chipotle. So I ordered myself a bowl for dinner tonight, and I got a free bowl for lunch tomorrow. What are you having for dinner?
Leftovers from last night.
Leftovers from last night.
And surprise fries.
And some zucchini. That's a Mexican squash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can tell because the little like lines, the white. That's how you know it's Mexican.
I'm good. I'm good. I need to get one of those. See, especially chlorine or anything like that, like coming out of the
Thank you very much. You too. Little bit of air. Tires are all the tires were just like 3-4 pounds low. I hit 3 out of 4 just because I didn't want to turn around and back my car up. The air hose on the right side's not working, so I had to use the left one to pump up the front right tire, which was the lowest of the 3. Front right, back left were the two lowest. So back right's the lowest one now. It's 3 pounds low. So I'll just remember to hit that one the next time, because my Chipotle smells amazing and I'm starving. So yeah, speaking of Chipotle, like I said, Tiffany, yesterday we were talking about what to do for dinner, right? It was Tuesday, so Taco Tuesday. I was thinking, she goes, well, I have a buy one get one free from Chipotle. I'm like, done, sweet. She's like, but I really don't want Chipotle. I'm like, what? What is wrong with you? Why don't you want Chipotle? She's like, I got ground beef here, and like, I honestly, ground beef tacos sound good. I'm like, okay. They were good, don't get me wrong. In fact, I didn't even make tacos. I broke the shells, laid them out flat, like almost like tostada shells, and then I poured the beans on top of the shells. I poured the ground beef on the beans, and then just loaded up lettuce, tomato, green onions, Greek yogurt, guacamole. Actually, it was more like smashed avocado. I don't really think it's considered guacamole. Just smashed avocado, whatever. And I made myself almost like a taco salad, but without the sides, And it was delicious. Thoroughly enjoyed it. No big deal. But she's like, but the buy one get one free expires tomorrow, so maybe we'll do it tomorrow. And I was like, okay. And then we talked about it over dinner, and she's like, actually, why don't you just take the BOGO? Either you and Sierra use it, or maybe you can just get 2 items for yourself and bring it to work tomorrow. I'm like, I like where your head is. So I started placing my order, and I asked Sierra if she wanted the other item. And she just had Chipotle with her friend for lunch today. And I was like, well, if you want it for tomorrow, or otherwise, if you don't use it, I'm just gonna order 2. She goes, just order 2 for yourself. I'm like, okay. She goes, but hey, I don't know if you know this, when you place an order online, you can ask for the items on the side, like the salsas and all the cold stuff. And I'm like, you can? She's like, yeah. So you can order like your meat, your rice, your beans, they'll put that in the bowl, and then you order all your cold stuff on the side. And then tomorrow, when you heat it up, you just heat up the hot stuff and then pour the cold stuff on top. I'm like, freaking genius! Genius! I'm like, what? I never knew that. So, like, it makes total sense, because I don't really mind heating up like a burrito, right? All the cold stuff's inside with the hot stuff. Think about it. When you order a burrito somewhere, right? It's hot meat, hot beans, hot rice, cold sour cream, cold cheese, cold salsa. Like, you're getting this mixed bag. Same thing with salads. If you order a salad with meat on it, the meat's usually warm, right? Usually, unless it's, pre-cooked cold chicken or steak. Most of the time you order a grilled chicken salad, the chicken is fresh, it's grilled, it's hot. Right? There's always that weird hot cold scenario going on. I usually don't mind it. A lot of people do. They're like, I don't like the hot and the cold mix. And then of course the next day when you try to heat up the item that has like the sour cream and the lettuce, you heat it up and now it's just weird, right? And people complain about it. I'm not one of those people. But I'm not gonna lie, if I can get the cold stuff on the side and then remake it tomorrow so that it's like peak freshness, I'm gonna do that every single time. And now that I know that I can do that with Chipotle, bro, like, not that I'm gonna have a BOGO on a regular basis, but if I have the opportunity to buy 2 at the same time and have like another item the next day and do that, game changer, game changer. Can never have enough Chipotle napkins for your car. Oh, this is such a game changer, Sierra. Oh my gosh. Look, all the cold stuff on the side. I should have sour cream too. Oh no, did they forget the sour cream? I think they forgot the sour cream. Okay, no worries. Okay, that's fine. I'll use Greek yogurt tomorrow anyways. So, in here should be just the chicken, rice, and beans. Yes. So that I'll heat up tomorrow, and then I can just throw this stuff on top afterwards. Beautiful. And this one is my actual dinner. Ta-da! 9:45 p.m. Just got done editing the vlog up until now. Sierra and I watched the second episode of a new show called Countdown. It's on Prime Video. It's starring Jensen Ackles from Supernatural, which is one of our favorite shows, which is what caught her attention. She saw it advertised. She's like, I love Jensen Ackles. It's really good. I watched the first episode last night. She watched the first episode a previous night, and then she actually watched this episode but fell asleep during it. She has that problem like her mom. She watches a show when she's tired, she will fall asleep. So we watched it together, and yeah, it's a great show. Action, great music. Like the first episode had, I think, Metallica in it, and then this episode had Tool in it. Like the music, they got the music rights to some great artists. But it's like a FBI task force, so they got like FBI, LAPD, DEA, like they brought this whole group of people together, and so it's a really good show. I watch the trailer, see if it catches your eye. If you like action, like kind of like a cop action thriller, there's a overarching story that they're trying to figure out. So each episode we're getting more information. We're trying to figure out, what the thing is, who's behind it. It's great. 2 episodes in, I'm hooked. I'm loving it. I don't know how many episodes there are. But the first season just dropped, so it's fairly new. So, Countdown on Prime Video. And on that note, I'm calling it a night. It's past my bedtime. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.